Today is an historic day in the maritime world, the entry into force of the Maritime Labour Convention 2006, or MLC 2006 as it is also known. Today, more than 40 ILO member states, who are responsible for regulating seafarers' working and living conditions on more than 70% of the world's total shipping tonnage, including countries that are home to the majority of the world's international seafaring workforce, have ratified this innovative, comprehensive international labor convention. Today, for the first 30 of those countries whose ratifications were registered on this day last year, the MLC will become binding international law. Soon after, it will become law that applies also to the 15 countries that have ratified since August 2012 and for many more that will soon follow. What does this mean in real terms? It means that the energy, natural resources, agricultural products, cars and consumer goods, like appliances and toys, and 1,000 other goods that we take for granted in our daily lives will have been transported across the seas to your shelves, farms, factories, offices and homes by seafarers who will be entitled to decent working conditions. It also means that the next time you may be lucky enough to be on a cruise ship or commercial yacht for the holiday of a lifetime, your crew will have a safe and healthy working environment, while your cruise ship and your time on board will be looked after by seafarers who have the benefit of decent working conditions. For example, it means that those seafarers will be of minimum age, are not suffering from work-related fatigue, are regularly paid, are provided with medical care if they need it, social protection, and decent working and living conditions, including shipboard accommodation and food and drinking water, which helps ensure their well-being. And because of the MLC 2006 ship inspection and certification requirements, it means that ship owners who provide decent working conditions to seafarers will also be protected by requirements aimed at ensuring fair competition. The convention will not solve all the problems in the maritime sector overnight, but it is a major step in the right direction. The fact that so many countries, and we're expecting well above 50 ratifications by this time next year, have not ratified the convention confirms that there was an urgent need for such an agreement on international minimum standards. I must say also that we cannot forget that this convention was called for in 2001 by the international representatives of ship owners and seafarers at the ILO. They had the vision and saw the need for these standards and have been a moving force for over a decade to make sure that standards in the industry are improved. Without their support, this convention could never have been achieved. In fact, their ongoing support is now even more essential to realizing the goals of the convention. We are all dependent on international shipping and the oceans. International shipping is essential to international trade and other economic activities such as tourism. Importantly, for many countries, this is also an economic sector that will provide sustainable economic development and opportunities for jobs all over the world for young people. Sustainability of the industry that has been with us for centuries requires reliable and efficient shipping, with seafarers who have decent working conditions on ships with responsible quality ship owners. Today, the most important thing is that we keep our attention focused on national and on-board implementation. As the MLC 2006 is launched and comes into force, we must now look forward to the next stage in its voyage. We must all act to ensure that the aspirations of the MLC 2006 and all the work of so many since 2001 translates into effective protection for seafarers and fair competition for ship owners.